Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro. If Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting Floyd Schofield in his next fight, this fight is trash, okay? It is trash, bro. But it is also the bossiest of boss moves, letting your nuts drop on Shakur Stevenson, letting your nuts drop on Turkey Al-Sheikh, and letting the boxing gang know that everything go through Gervonta Tank Davis. And you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. Let's talk about all of that in this video, bro. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We're also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join the channel as a member. Drop super chats when you come out of live streams that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Let's get it cracking. Now, first I want to let you know off the rip, I don't like this fight, bro. I'm not going to big up this fight. This fight was trash as fuck for Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion. Shakur was fighting the prospect. Floyd Schofield only been 12 rounds one time. He did not look impressive against Renee Tellez Giron, bro. And so that's why I'm like, yo, Shakur better step on this dude. If he a prospect, he everything that if Shakur is everything that y'all say he is, this fight trash, bro. Like I'm not checking for this fight. It's only a good fight for Shakur because we got questions about Shakur based on his last performances, bro. In the case of this one, I hold Tank Davis to a higher standard than Shakur Stevenson. So this is not a good fight. I don't want this shit to get lost in translation, bro. I don't think it's a good fight. So we're starting the video right there so everybody can understand and be clear. If Tank Davis fights Floyd Schofield, it is a trash fight. It really is. But that's just because Tank Davis is so goddamn good. And Floyd Schofield is so green. But my goodness, it's one of the bossiest boss moves that you can do on some people that are trying to avoid you and trying to act like you ain't the A side that everybody listening to this video knows that you are. And let's talk about it in this video. Now, first, I had to get that out the way because I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not applauding the fight. I don't think it's a fight worthy of Tank Davis. Considering the circumstances that he's in, though, it's a hell of a move to get niggas to fight him, bro. And I'll explain. I will explain and I will give you facts to do so. First, what I want to do is I want to start by letting you know why I think he might have stole Shakur Stevenson's opponent again, bro. I want to start by letting you know why I think he could have stole Shakur Stevenson's opponent again, bro. By letting you know why I think Floyd Schofield is probably getting the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Then after I do that, we'll talk about why it's a boss move. So the order of the video, we established that KO, don't be lying on my name. I don't like the fight, bro. I don't think it's a great fight. I'm not big up in the fight. I love the behind the scenes business boss move of it though. And I'm going to talk about why. Fight trash. Fight trash. Right? But now, let's talk about why I think the fight is next. Well, we know that Floyd Schofield pulled out of the fight with Shakur Stevenson because he got sick over there in Saudi Arabia. The British Board of Boxing Control pulled him from the fight. Now, we also know that Floyd Schofield said we're not going back to the table with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson say, I'm not fighting Floyd Schofield. They pulled some bullshit. I'm not fighting him. So both sides have let it be known they ain't trying to fight each other next because of the fiasco that happened in Saudi Arabia. Now, Floyd Schofield Sr. did an interview with Mill City Boxing, talking about what happened in Saudi Arabia, but also talking about his son's next fight and the next moves that he's going to make. Take a listen to it.
Is to get hurt from this, because it is what it is. God do things for a reason, and to me it was a blessing. Floyd became more of a celebrity due to the situation, and we aligned for a title fight. We're supposed to have a title fight before the summer.
Okay. Well, I mean,
so everything worked out for good.
Title fight. What's the direction? I mean, is it the winner of who's the winner of what fight?
I can't discuss it. I can't discuss that. Like I said, there's some things I could discuss. I can't discuss that because they didn't make that public yet.
Okay. So you're saying you guys are going into a title fight next?
No, next we having a tune-up fight, I believe. I believe we're having a tune-up fight next, so they could see if Floyd back 100% like he's supposed to be. I think that's more like for our promoters to see.
Okay. Conversation.
You can clearly hear him saying they about to get a title shot anyway. You can clearly hear him saying that they're going to have a tune-up because the promoters, plural, promoters, want to make sure he's back, and then they're supposed to have a title fight sometime in the summer. Now, what champion could he be talking about that he's about to get a title shot against? Well, if you go look at the rankings, I just looked at them. Let me make sure. I got my computer right here. I just looked at them. Let me make sure. Let's go to the lightweight rankings. You can do the same. I'm using Boxing Scene rankings that were last updated February 7th. They're about to be updated again for March. He says he's about to get a title shot. Let's see. In the IBF, he's not rated. In the WBC, he's ranked number 13, but he just fell out with Shakur Stevenson, and they both said they're not fighting each other. And Williams and Pater is the mandatory already. WBO, he's not ranked at all. WBA, he's number 2. Number 1 is not rated because they pulled, all the sanctioning bodies pulled Williams and Pater from their rankings when he became the WBC interim title. So number 1 slot is vacant in the IBF, the WBA, and the WBO. When those rankings get updated at the beginning of March for all these sanctioning bodies, whoever's in the number 2 slot is probably more than likely going to get upgraded to the number 1 spot, which will be Floyd Schofield, putting him in position to be the mandatory for Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't believe in coincidences, bro. And what I do find funny, and I'm going to go back to this shit real quick, then we'll continue. If you're calling Tank versus Schofield trash, you better have been calling Shakur versus Schofield trash. Oh, I'm going to get you. See, my energy's always the same. Now, but moving on from there, I just wanted to make sure I said that shit. It's going to be funny to watch y'all get mad. I can't wait to see if this does happen. Now, so those are the reasons. You hear what Floyd Schofield Sr. says. They're getting a title shot. The promoters want to make sure that Schofield looks good. And then the title shot's supposed to come in the summertime. And then you have the rankings letting you know that the only one that makes sense from a rankings perspective, that he has a shot to be called the mandatory, that he's the highest ranked in to get the title shot, would be the WBA. And then when you know the politics of boxing, the WBO, that's Keyshawn Davis' belt, that's a top-ranked belt, they probably ain't looking to make Schofield versus Keyshawn, bro. And it don't make sense for Schofield to pull out fighting Shakur to fight Keyshawn. Shakur and Keyshawn probably wouldn't do that shit to each other. Vasily Lomachenko coming back, he ain't finna be fighting Schofield. IBF is stricter than all these sanctioning bodies with their rankings, and Schofield ain't ranked in the IBF at all. Raymond Muratalla and Zaire Abdulev are already scheduled to fight for the IBF interim title to become Vasily Lomachenko's mandatory and fight him. Or if he decides to vacate, the winner of that fight will be elevated to the champion status, just like motherfucking Jerome Boots was elevated in the IBF after Bud Crawford dropped his belts and moved to 154 pounds. So all signs, all the evidence, everything point to the person that Schofield is talking about. The person his dad is talking about is Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. And then you see the thumbnail I dropped. More evidence for you. This next one gonna make him mad. Real mad. Everybody like, who the fuck he talking about? We all assume he talking about his next opponent. And what would piss Tank Davis haters off, Shakur Stevenson fans off, more than anything, is him taking another opportunity from Shakur Stevenson, bro. That would piss everybody the fuck off. It will make them mad. People are going to be pissed off. Shakur fans are going to be irate if this nigga fights Floyd Schofield. Straight up. Now, why is it a boss move, bro? Why is it something that I consider a boss move? It's simple. Shakur is running around this bitch trying to act like he got some sort of leverage. He's bringing Turkey up. He's trying to act like he don't need Tank Davis. He's running around here not taking the one fight deal that they offered. I want to fight him when my hands are fully prepared. He got to understand that I'm that guy too. I'm not just going to take anything. He ain't just going to make me no offer like no chump. Let's negotiate. Let's negotiate. He's acting like he got some sort of leg to stand on. So the get down, lay down of it all, nigga, when we come calling, act right. When we come calling and we make that offer, nigga, act right. This is what you get. Take it or leave it, because I'm the show. I'm the bag. I'm the A-side. We not about to negotiate back and forth. You're not about to act like you're on my level. You may say, well, why was he willing to negotiate with Vasily Lomachenko? The difference is Vasily Lomachenko, publicly at least, I don't know what they're doing privately. Publicly at least, they weren't trying to act like it's Tank Davis is not the A-side, or Tank Davis need to do this, or talking that shit that Shakur was talking about Tank. They didn't say anything about money issues. They didn't say anything about, well, nah, let Bob Arum make the offer. Bob Arum can make the fight. As a matter of fact, they said you can offer him whatever you want. He just ain't motivated to fight. They let it be known that Loma is pulling out. Loma is the one that wasn't motivated to fight, and he'll maybe be back next year and we'll try to revisit and see what's up. They let it be known that it was on their end. Shakur is pump faking. Shakur's been acting like he wants to fight knowing that his hands fucked up. He's acting like he didn't get a call and that somebody actually just called him and hung up the phone after he said he wanted to fight. He's playing games that Lomachenko didn't play. So you want to play games in front of all these people? We gonna step on you behind the scenes. It's a boss fucking move. Oh, that's a big fight for you? Let me call your opponent. And then miraculously, Floyd Schofield ends up getting sick, pulling out the fight, and then now he might be fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, according to his father, if you know how boxing works. According to the rankings, if you know how boxing works. And then Tank is throwing hits out there that it's gonna piss a lot of people off his next move. It's gonna make them mad. I mean, real mad. Tank Davis is in a unique position where he has to remind people that he's the bag, bro, because of what dudes is doing running the turkey. He has to remind people that I'm your path, bro. I'm your path to superstardom. Oh, you might want Floyd Schofield. You think that's a good fight for you? Hey, Floyd, you want to fight on that undercard for $900,000, or you want to come over here and get this bag and see what we can do? Because we got this with Frank Martin. This is what Lamont Roach look like he about to make. You want to risk losing to Shakur, or you want to risk losing to Tank? And you Tank Davis mandatory. Which one you want? This could have been you, Shakur. Might want to take that offer next time. Might not want to keep talking about some turkey a la Sheik can put on the fight. Might want to quit acting like we got to negotiate back and forth and it's supposed to be some long drawn out conversations. Because we know where you're getting your information from. If Tank Davis' team is the same team that Earl Spence has, they've seen these tactics before from Bud Crawford. You're not extracting leverage. As a matter of fact, if Shakur Stevenson is not fighting Floyd Schofield and Tank Davis is, if Williams Zepeda ducks Shakur Stevenson again, who does Shakur Stevenson have to fight that he can be a main event for? Or is he going to continue to hurt his market value and go fight on another undercard in Saudi Arabia? They're stepping on him to make him come to them because he didn't want to come the first time when he was free. Him, Eddie, Turkey, they all acting like this is going to be us versus them. We got leverage too. Let's negotiate. Let's make the biggest fight together. You're not needed to make the fight. The boss move, the business move of it all, it is petty. It is diabolical. But it's also diabolical to act like you won't smoke when your hand's not ready and you have no intentions of fighting somebody. It's also diabolical to attach yourself to somebody knowing you ain't ready to fight them yet because you don't want to fight them until your hands are fully prepared. It's also very diabolical to get an offer and get a call to fight Tank Davis and then act like you got some other shit to do and tell your promoter that you don't want to make that fight or not to try to make that fight. But then just one fight later, now your promoter is saying that he do want to make that fight. That's very fucking diabolical too. So sometimes you got to meet a motherfucker in the middle of the ring, so to speak, figuratively, and you got to let them know, like, bruh, you do know your place in all this shit, right? You do know that Tank is the biggest fight of your career. And you can hear Shakur, I'm the biggest fight of his career too. Really? Really? Because he just keep becoming a bigger and bigger and bigger star. While you're going this way. Main event at home. Main event Las Vegas on a Thursday. Let's look at lightweight now. Yoshino. Main event at home. Edwin, main event on a Thursday in Las Vegas. Artem, main event back at home. Sold 2,000 less tickets. Schofield / Padley, because Padley had to fill in. Undercard across on the other side of the world. Your shit doing this, bro. Your shit doing this. Tank shit doing this. And you got the nerve to say, oh, let's negotiate. I'm his biggest fight too. This is the biggest fight in boxing because of both of us type shit. Oh, Turkey can put on the money for the fight. You ain't just gonna offer me anything like no chump. Let's just negotiate. Like, what? How you know he offered you anything like a chump if you didn't get no offer at all? How you really want the fight for all this time and your hands fucked up, but now you don't want to fight him unless your hands are fully prepared, so you want to play games. You want to play games. Well, they playing games right back. That's how it's a boss move. You corner a motherfucker. You take every move that they want to make and show that you can make it bigger and better than them. You about to take Schofield and fight him on the undercard and get him 900,000. Tank is potentially about to fight Schofield and put him on the main stage on pay-per-view and get him some M's up. All because you trying to overplay your hand and act like you got some sort of leverage that you don't have, bro. It's a boss move. Petty. Trash fight. Just tell Shakur Stevenson might want to go back to the drawing board, get out that contract as soon as possible, and make the fight the way they tried to make the fight the first time. Otherwise, you're going to keep fighting trash. Tank is going to keep getting better experience than you, and the gap is going to keep getting wider and wider and wider, both inside and outside the ring. And your hands are going to get frailer and frailer and frailer and frailer the longer your career goes on. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I think this is a very, very intriguing and interesting topic because it has so much ramifications in the 135-pound division, and it's a trash fight. Trash fight that might be necessary to get Shakur to stop running like a little scared duck, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace! Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know.